Welcome into another episode of the Dubb Daily Live Group Training. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Hope everybody recorded some videos, not work videos on the weekend, obviously, but maybe some other fun stuff. Let's see. If you are new into this training or you're new to Dubb, if you're just checking us out or you're just starting with the platform, please put a one in the chat along with your industry if you don't mind. So if you're new to Dubb, just starting with it, or first time in the training, or you're just checking Dubb out, maybe you saw an ad or someone referred you or anything like that, and you're coming in to see what the deal is, please put a one in the chat. And then two if you're returning, which is great. Obviously, I recognize some of the names coming back, which is always awesome. Great. I see a bunch of ones in here. Let's start with you, Bill. Looks like you put a one in there. How are you, Bill? You can say hello if you'd like to.
I'm doing good.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, no, I found out about Dubb a couple days ago and signed up over the weekend and started working with you guys then and we'll see if I need to upgrade to pro or not, but I'm just, getting a good feel for the platform and have a program and have something I want to use it for.
That's great. Do you have a certain niche that you're coaching you work with on your coaching clients, or is there a...
I help people start online businesses, the one that's right for them. So I do that and I speak on summits about that and things like that.
Oh, cool. You do like events and everything?
Yes,
Oh, very cool. What about LinkedIn? Do you reach out on LinkedIn for clients or anything for
I
prospects?
do, but not as much as I probably should have. That's probably, one of the strategies I'm looking at implementing.
Okay, yeah, we talk about that during the training. We have as we kind of lay this out, I'm going to go through the ways to record dub, but each time I do, I'll say, hey, this is good for this is good for that, and all these trainings, and this is typically what people do. They're on our YouTube support channel, so when someone comes in and watches the training, like for instance LinkedIn, they'll go back later and check out that part about LinkedIn, and then just pull up the technology used with it. Give it a practice.
Perfect.
I'll put this link in the chat right now, and this is to YouTube support. It's usually up there, within a couple hours. We're live now across the platform, so it'll be in the live section, but we also update it with the title and everything and put it on there.
Awesome. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, good to meet you, Bill. And let me just put this in here as well. This is an email we have called feedback at Dubb. And it's great when people send us videos. So if you're first trying out the platform, or even you've been with Dubb for a while and you want to try something new or anything, feel free to email us a video over at feedback at Dubb and we can give you feedback.
Perfect.
Yeah, so good to meet you, Bill. And let me see. I saw some other ones in here as well. Let me see. Evie. Hopefully, I'm saying your name correctly. Let me come over to Evie. Let's see. There you are, Evie. If you want to say hello, you can unmute yourself and say hi if you'd like to. If not, you can just say hi in the chat if you want to. Totally up to you.
Hi, actually, my name is Renee, and I'm Abby's assistant. So
Oh, okay.
we just, yeah,
Yeah.
we just signed up, and we work in the mortgage industry.
Oh, very cool. What's kind of the all the above client communication, outreach, prospecting, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, and we've used other platforms in the past. So I think I'm actually coming in with a little bit of I don't know if it's good or bad, but some experience with tools like this. So we're definitely excited to get videos out to our clients. But you're right, staying connected with our partners,
Okay.
staying connected with our database, and then also helping us with reach out to new prospective clients.
The outreach for new, is it typically where does that usually happen? Do you get lists, or do people fill out the third party forms? Is it referrals? What does that usually look like?
For us, it's usually referrals, maybe through existing clients or realtors.
Oh, okay.
Um, and we use it less in that way. So it's more to kind of keep nurturing relationships.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, it would be very individual. Then we would just, yeah, it probably would be very more, not so much as like a blast to a whole bunch of prospects, but more individual. So it's a very personal uh,
Yeah.
video that we'd be sending.
Yeah, personal for them, and then I guess for the updates for the contacts, updates on the market, what's happening, changes, all that
Exactly.
kind of good stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, cool. Well, it's good to meet you, Renee. And yeah, it's always great when you have experience kind of doing this before. You kind of bring to the table some stuff you've done, and that's cool. Then you get to see the differences in the platforms.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, good to meet you, Renee.
Yeah. Thanks.
And let's see. I saw another couple ones in here, I believe. Here we go. I saw Joni. Hey, Joni, let me come over to you, Joni. Looks like you're in real estate. How are you, Joni? If you want to say hi, feel free if you'd like to.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm here in Central Oregon on the Central Oregon coast. Um, and I have no experience with this. I have experience 30 years in real
Yeah.
estate.
Yeah.
So I am just trying to keep up with technology. And I have friends in the industry who just do some really cutesy things with video. So I'm trying to step it up, and here on
Yeah.
the Central Oregon coast, they're kind of a little bit behind in technology and using some of the tools that people, my real estate friends in Portland Metro use, or my friends in California use. So
Yeah.
just kind of like to get a leg up on things and find out what's out there that I can start using that would make me different and set me apart.
That's great. Yeah. I mean, I think, real estate is probably one of the most visual mediums there is. People checking things out, especially Oregon. You're up there in really pretty green country. Depending on, when someone, I don't know when they started it, but remember back when I think the MLS website or whenever it was, when they first gave you that 360 view of a property, when you're online,
Yeah,
kind of view it. Like that's kind of the whole idea. We want to feel like we put ourselves there. And there's this cool little, I'll show this in a bit, but there's a picture-in-picture function on our mobile app that's really neat. It kind of puts you on the screen as well as you're kind of showing some stuff when you're at the property. So I'll show that all in a little bit, but in short, as I go through this stuff, I'll give you kind of the real estate take on it as well.
that'll be great. Thank you.
Yeah, good to meet you, Joni.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, and everybody, Ina from our team is here. Ina is fantastic. She is the guru when it comes to Dubb. She's going to be in the chat. If you have any questions along the way, Ina will be happy to answer those, and we'll kind of move along. Hey, Ina,
Hey,
happy Monday.
yeah, happy Monday.
All right, everybody ready? Here we go. Let's take the ride. All right, let me share my screen and let's begin. Okay, so when it comes to Dubb videos, it's about receiving these things. And what do they look like when someone receives a Dubb video? So, in general, when someone gets a Dubb video, it's going to be a 3-second animated preview of that video when they receive it. The first 3 seconds that repeats is going to be the first 3 seconds of when you hit record. That's what's going to show. You can technically, inside the Dubb platform, change it to a different part of the video just with a little slider if you like a different part of the video visually. But to be efficient, when you're making these things, it's better to be prepared, know what you're doing, hit record, and that'll be the first 3 seconds. Now, there are different styles of recording that I'm going to show you in a bit, but you'll notice in this particular example right here, I said, "What's your hook?" So we want to figure out our hook before we even make any of these videos in terms of figuring out the visual style. So if you use an AI like a ChatGPT, a Grok, a Gemini, a Claude, if you even use Auto within our Dubb dashboard here, Auto, this is our AI guide right up here at the top. What you should do is get in there, tell your AI about your audience, your ICP, your ideal client profile, why you're reaching out to that person or why you're reaching out to that group, and ask the AI, say, please give me a list of 20 to 30, 3 to 5 word hooks that I can use to get this person or this group to click on my video to watch it. So the AI will give you a list of 23 to 5 word hooks. And the reason we say 3 to 5 words is because that typically is what is going to fit on this little whiteboard feature that I'm going to show you in a second. It's about 30 something characters. But also 3 to 5 words works really well on an SMS or the beginning of an email subject line right here. So you want to have the reason first before you decide to hit record. So the hook is really, really important. So if you haven't done that part, definitely do that part. And then once you have your hook, then you're like, okay, how am I going to record this? Now, this style right here was done with the Dubb webcam, basic website recorder. I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, and there's a little whiteboard feature where you can type. And this style right here is probably the most straightforward style you can communicate something because the message and hook is right there right in front of you, like this. Now, it's really good for introductions, like referrals. It's really good for updates. Any pretty situation where there's one-to-one or one-to-many, this can be done right from your webcam, just like this. Now, because it's an animated GIF, you just want to have a little bit of movement to it, because that's the whole idea. It's just having it interesting, have the hook right there. Now, from this webcam, you also can do something that looks like this. You can drop a virtual background behind you. So if you didn't want to hold up the whiteboard, but you want to give some context and have that hook, you can do a screenshot behind you. In this case, it's someone's profile, but it could be an article that you want to share. It could be a snapshot of a market update. It could be, an action that someone took. And you can also do a combination of both of these things. So for instance, if I wanted to Hey, someone's interested in a property. Why not take a screenshot of the property behind me and hold up the whiteboard with that property address or that hook that we just talked about? So you can do one or the other or both. For instance, if I had that person's profile that you just saw, I can still have that hook or question right here. So again, one, two, or both. And this works really, really well. Now you also can do screen recordings inside of Dubb. So this one right here was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. And if you Google Dubb Chrome extension, it's a browser-based screen recorder. So any website within the browser that you want to be on top of in a circle, square, annotate, point things out, this is a great way to do it. So this right here is obviously a market update, and I could have been waving and smiling in there just on its own. That's fine. But why not use the hook that we just talked about and take it a little bit deeper? So we know it's a market update, but yeah, there's been a big change in the market though. So whatever industry you're in, any website you want to be on top of, this is a nice way to do it. This works really well for reaching out to folks on LinkedIn, being on top of their profile, which we'll show when we show the Chrome extension. But this is a browser-based screen recorder. Now we also have the Dubb desktop app, which is a different kind of screen recorder. So the Dubb desktop app can basically fly over everything on your computer. So it can go on top of websites, videos, documents, Canvas slides, pretty much whatever you have on there, it can go on top of, which is different than the browser one we just talked about in the Chrome. Now you also can crop in. Notice how I'm closer in on the website here. I'm zoomed into something specific. Desktop app has some cool functionality on this stuff. So when I show you both screen recorders, you'll be able to see both and then compare them. Now we also have the mobile app that I mentioned. So the mobile app can do virtual background, like you see right here, can do text on the screen as well. You also can just do the hook if you wanted to, like we just talked about, have the hook over your head, below, wherever you want to put it. Same kind of thing that we did with the webcam. And then this is where we have a really neat function on here called picture in picture. So it uses both cameras on the phone. So if you're doing a property walkthrough in real estate, this is perfect for it. You can actually be on the screen pointing things out as you're kind of walking through. If you're not in real estate, another good use case would be you could be sitting right in front of your computer. You could pull up a website, someone's profile, all the stuff we just talked about, take your phone, go to picture in picture, and just lean in and talk about the subject that you're talking about. So you're on the screen and talking about it at the same time. If you're at an event where whether you're doing a speaking engagement or you're at a big conference, you can get shots of the crowd and have you on there as well, kind of narrating it through. You can post it to social media. You could send it out to your contacts. You could also, if you're with a client, you're just sitting there having a conversation, you have to be physically with a client. You could have them sit across from you and do a testimonial and just record them. You're in the corner asking the questions and they're giving the answers right there. So there's a bunch of use cases for the picture in picture. Now, regardless of what style you do end up choosing, it's about the experience someone gets when they do click on the video. So when someone clicks on this, they're going to get taken to a customized landing page that we call a preset. Now, the preset is going to have a number of things on here. So it's going to have your logo right over here to the top left. It's going to have the video that you recorded right in the middle. And then it's going to have playlist videos that are going to play right after the video that you've made. Now, the power of the playlist is more education so people learn more about what you're doing, but it also allows you to record one video, one time, minute, minute and a half, and it's basically your pitch video. Why someone should work with you. Why should they go with your product or services? And it will play right after this one. Because these initial videos that you make should really be about that hook that we just talked about. Minute or less, 30, 40 seconds is probably the sweet spot. Get in, get out, have them take an action. And then right after that, your video plays about you. And if you do have video testimonials, this is a really good spot to have them right here in the playlist. It kind of fills in the whole circle that the experience that someone's in. If you don't have video testimonials, we'll show you a way to get them in a second. And below here, you have your call to action buttons. These are your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've experienced the content above? Booking a time in your calendar is probably the most popular button, but you could have them visit your website. You could have them download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide. You could have them fill out a form. You could have a link to an external form. You could have them check out a case study. They could leave a review. They could email you back. So there's a number of choices here. If you have multiples, you can go in order of importance from left to right. And if you want to get video testimonials, this is a way a lot of Dubb folks do it. They send a video and then they use this reply with video button below it. So you record a video, have that button below it. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. We appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us to get a video testimonial from you. It is not complicated. You don't have to download, do anything crazy. All you have to do is click the reply with video button below and send me a video right back. What'd you think about the platform? And then you get into the questions you want to ask. They send it to you. And then you get a notification inside the Dubb platform that says, hey, you have a video reply. And then you just add it to your playlist. And that's the experience you want someone to have. Now, over here to the right, you have your AI assistant, SIA, your sales interactive assistant. And the great thing about having an AI here on the page, and you don't have to have it on here, you can just have a button inside a Dubb. But the cool thing about it is when someone lands here, they have questions in real time, possibly. So they can come right over here. You can have a bunch of FAQs. You can ask the AI a question. And when the AI gives its answer, it wants to keep the momentum going for the sale. So it'll give the answer and then remind you, hey, do you want to book a time in Rob's calendar or whatever outcome you have as your CTA button? Now, this AI is educated inside the Dubb platform with individual website pages. The AI will physically learn what's in text on those pages. You also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other or both, and the AI will become educated on what you needed to know about. Now, these pages here in general, these preset landing pages, you should have a preset landing page for every segment of your audience. So in real estate, if I represented buyers, sellers, FISBOs, expires, commercial, residential, I would want individual preset landing pages for those parts of my audience. Same thing with mortgage, different kind of mortgage clients, insurance, coaching, consulting, finance, every industry that we work with, you want to have a split in the segmentation because as a recruiter, let's say I work with employers and candidates. If I'm reaching out to employers, I want this page to speak to the employers, and if I'm reaching out to candidates, I want the page to speak to the candidates. So when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, one of the first things that we do is we have the team meet you in Zoom and help you set up the account in an optimization setup, set up the buttons, the pages, all that good stuff, so you can get going. And all of this is tracked. So did someone open the email? Did they watch the video? If they did, what's the watch percentage? Did they click on any of the buttons? Did they interact with the AI? This will really help you follow up in a really smart way. Now, in terms of recording these videos, how would we record these kinds that we saw? So to start with the webcam one here, inside the Dubb platform, there's a big red button right up here at the top. This is where you can create a video or upload a video into the platform. So when you select this button here, it's going to open up your webcam, just like this. Now, to do the virtual background behind that you saw before, all you have to do is go below, select virtual background. It's going to give you a bunch of stock ones down here. But what you can do is click your photos, and this is where you can upload all the stuff we talked about earlier. Get a bunch of screenshots in here, creates a library for you to choose from, choose the one that you want, and then it will put it behind you just like this. And to have a good image here, you want to make sure you have a good front light. That's really important, whether it's a ring light, natural light, or a combination of both. If you are speaking with your hands, I would go dinosaur T-Rex arms and keep them right in here in your shoulders, because if you go outside here, they're going to go into the soup. So I would keep them here. Now, if you want to use the whiteboard in combination of this, you can do both of them or one or the other. So how do we get the whiteboard? So to get the whiteboard, you're going to go to get the Dubb app, Dubb. And once you have the Dubb mobile app, which is right here, you're going to go here at the top, this little square button right there. That's where you're going to type. So when you select that there, here is the typing area right here. So you type your hook, type it, turn it, and there it is, just like this. Now you can do one or the other or both. Now you also have the option on every recording piece of Dubb to use a teleprompter. So if you want to use a teleprompter, you have to have a script saved inside the platform first. So when you select up here at the top, right in here, the first option at the top says create new script. If you click that, it will take you inside the Dubb platform, save your script, and you have it. You also can scroll for scripts you already have saved in the platform, or you can search for a script by title, just like this. Now, when it drops down here from a physical perspective, I would be about arm's distance away from an eye line. Let the words flow up to the top line. This is going to be your speed right here that you can go up or down. You can hit the play button, see if you like the speed. You can tap the minus or the plus right here, and that will zoom in on the text. You also can edit the script. So if you want to make any live changes, you can click that there, make the changes, and then click save. Because a lot of the times, if you write a script and then you're reading it out loud, sometimes you want to make changes. It sounds a little different. Definitely give the script a read before you do it. You don't want the words to surprise you. But when you get used to using a teleprompter, it's a very efficient way to make these videos because you're saying them exactly the way you want to say them, which is pretty neat. Okay, so if I was going to record this, here's what I do. I'm going to hold up my hook here. I'm going to hit the record button right in the middle, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, stop the recording, which stops the teleprompter, click it again to resume the recording in the teleprompter. And if I want to get rid of the teleprompter, just tap it closed right there. And if I want to delete the video, say I didn't like it, just click the X right here. It'll always ask you, are you sure? And if you want to save this video into the Dubb platform, all you have to do is select the check mark. So whether it's a virtual background, whether you're holding up this alone, or you're doing both, this is a great way to communicate directly to the client and pretty straightforward. So I'm going to select the check mark here. It's going to save this video into Dubb. So anytime you save a video into the Dubb platform, it's going to take you to the video edit page inside of Dubb. Now, inside the video edit page here, you can do a couple of things. Let me just switch to a different video here just because that one's still transcoding. But when you save it in here, video edit page, that's where you're going to land. So right up here at the top, you can edit the video, the title of the video internally. Just make sure you click the check mark when you're done. Over here to the right, there's a little preview button, this square with an arrow. So when I hit this button here, it's going to show me what the video looks like on the preset landing page. Just opens in a new tab. Great. There's my video. There's my buttons. There's my AI assistant playlist. Perfect. And if I want to change that, there's a little drop down right here. Now notice it says Rob's preset. This is my default preset. So anytime I record a video, it's always going to have that preset landing page attached with those buttons, those playlist videos, all of the things that you saw. Unless I change it to another preset landing page that I've already created, which I can do right here if I want to. You also have the ability to download an MP4 version of any video that you save into Dubb or record. You also can upload this directly to YouTube if you'd like to, if you have a YouTube channel. And every Dubb video has a QR code. The QR code is great for if you're at a live event, if you have a booth or something, have a little placard set up there with a pre-made video. If you're at an event or a meeting and you're walking around meeting people, have a pre-recorded video that's already ready to go. It says, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. Click below to keep in touch. And if you're in real estate and you're doing open houses, why not have a placard on the counter that says, hey, thanks for coming to the open house. By the way, you can check out similar properties below. And if you're doing any kind of physical mail marketing, why not have a fun video to go on top of that? So there's a lot of uses for the QR code. Now below here, you have some options. So on this page, you have an analytics tab. The analytics tab has our AI coach called Kyra. So when you make these videos, if you want immediate feedback on them, non-biased from the AI, you can get a delivery analysis just by clicking generate. It'll give you delivery analysis, content feedback, visual feedback. And activity is right over here to the right. So when you do send these out, like I was saying before, you can really drill down on the actions that people have taken and get that proper knowledge that you need. You also have a details tab. This details tab is just going to remind you of what's on the page. These are your call to action buttons. This is the AI sales assistant on the page. These are your playlist videos that are going to play after the video you recorded. And you can change any of these. You can add or delete them right here. Now, if I sent this video out to someone and I was like, you know what? I wanted to change a button or I wanted to change a video, I can still make those changes and it will retroactively refresh on the other side. We also have an editing tab. So any video that you save into Dubb, you can edit. So you can hit the play button here. You also can drag your timeline to wherever you need to drag it to. So let's say I want to cut something out here. I'm going to bring it to my first cut point, which is right here. I'm going to hit the scissor icon, split the clips in two. I'm going to play it or drag it to my second cut point, scissor icon. Now I have three pieces. Whatever is highlighted in orange will be the one I want to get rid of. Hit the trash can and it's gone. And if I want to bring it back, just click undo, 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 and you're right back to the beginning. We also have this design tab here, and this is what I mentioned in the beginning. So when you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds is that animated preview. If you want to change that, that's where you can drag this to a different part of the video visually that you like, click generate thumbnail, and that will be the 3-second preview. You also can upload your own thumbnail as well. Now, you recorded a video, you have it on a preset landing page. Now you just want to send that video out. To send a Dubb video, come right over here to email, open up a compose, and there's some best practices here. You always want to have the word video in the subject line. It is the very first thing someone sees. It's good to have that there. You also want to have your hook that we talked about in the beginning right there. Little bit of text in here in terms of why they should watch the video, and then you want to drop the video in. You can drop it in a couple ways. So one is directly from inside the platform. This big blue share and send button when you select a video is right here. Click that button, put the email of the person you're sending it to get that contact level tracking. You even can add a little personalization text at the top of the video if you want to. Click copy for email, and then it's just a copy and paste. And you drop it in just like this. Now there is a shortcut option here. So you're going to notice this little Dubb button down here in Gmail at the bottom. In Outlook 365, it'll be off to the right. But the reason that shortcut button is there is because we have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder up here at the top in the browser, which we're going to look at in a second. But when you have that, that's when that button is going to show up. So when you select that button, it opens up the Chrome. I could record a video right now if I wanted to. I also can scroll through my video library down to the bottom right and look for the video that I want to share. So you find the one you want, you pop it in the email, and you're able to send it. Now, in terms of screen recording that we just mentioned, this one right here, this style here, how would you record something like this? Any website within the browser, how would you do it? Dubb Chrome extension. So Google that. It's a three-step process to pin it right here at the top of the browser. And once you have it and you're logged in, you're ready to go. So I'm going to use LinkedIn as an example. But again, this could be any website that you want to be on top of within the browser. So I'm going to open up the Chrome here, and it's going to put me on the page right like this. Now, when you're using this to record on different sites inside the browser, think about the shape of your webcam, the size of your webcam, and the placement of your webcam. So size-wise, you can drag the edge just like this and go to any custom size you want like this. I wouldn't go too big. Then placement, where do you want to place yourself? Oh, I'm going to put myself right next to Ruben, right here. You can change your shapes to different square, rectangle, whatever you want. I'm going to stay in a circle because LinkedIn uses circles. So just think about the aesthetics of the page that you're on. Cool spot, good shape, put yourself in a good spot. And then inside of here, you can zoom yourself in. If you want a tighter frame, you can back yourself up. You can physically move yourself around inside the bubble here. You can jump to full screen when you want to make points about stuff, go back to the page. You can go over here and turn your camera off. If you know the client, you just want to do an audio walkthrough of a website with them, you can do that. You also can use your headshot if you want to use your headshot. And if you are live, you can use a virtual background inside here if you'd like to do that as well. You have an annotation tool, which we're going to use in a second to point some things out right here. And you also have the ability to choose different orientations to record. So right over here, if I clicked camera, it would open up like a webcam. If I select tab, it would be a clean cut of this page, just the tab that I'm on, wouldn't show all the open tabs I have at the top. And if I select screen, it would get my entire computer screen. I'd only want to use this if I was going to take Ruben here on a little tab journey, jump around to the different tabs, and it would be able to show that. You also have a teleprompter that you can use. Now, this teleprompter is a little different than the one you saw on the webcam. This one you can physically move around. You can manipulate the sides like this. And when you find your script, you have the same options. You have the scroll speed right here, and you also can back the text off or zoom it in. Now, a word to this in terms of the browser. If you're going to use the teleprompter, I would move it towards the camera, but I wouldn't go full screen on my browser. If you try to go full screen on your browser and use the teleprompter with the Chrome, it's going to hide it. It's going to block it. You won't physically be able to get to it. So leave a little bit of a gap. So when you hit record, you can physically tap this thing, bring it forward, and you're able to use it. Now, before I hit record here, I'm going to bring my hook in that we talked about before. So I'm going to hit record to the right. Here we go. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is. Click share, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I wanted to reach out to you because I saw that you were in technology and I saw that you wrote a book, which is pretty cool. It says click record. I always click record. So I'm reaching out to him with my hook like this, give a little look over. I could do a little knock on his bubble, that first 3 seconds. Once that's done, I decided to jump to full screen. Now, when you're making these screen recordings, jumping to full screen is a really cool way to kind of break the visuals, make your point about something, and then go back to the page. To do that, you can do it in a couple ways. So you can take your mouse, hover over your webcam like this, double click it, go here, double click it to go back to the page. You also can hover over and select this little square right here, brings you here, select it here to go back. You also can select it right on the little remote control at the bottom. Expand webcam, click it here to go back. You also can scroll around and be very free flowing, recording, moving around, or you can hit the pause button down the bottom. Stop the recording. Get yourself set up to your next point, click resume. And the annotation tool is great to use over here. You can do arrows, you can do things in numerical order of importance, you can write text on screen, you can draw on screen, you can do circles, and all of the annotations are going to stay sticky. So if you decide to move down the page, they're not going to follow you down. They'll stay right where they're supposed to stay. So if you're going to reach out on LinkedIn, this is a great way to do it. If you're going to share any website, being on top of it, pointing things out, jumping a full screen, narrating through, this is an awesome thing to use. So I'm going to hit the check mark at the bottom, and this is going to save this video into the Dubb platform, just like we did before, into the video edit area inside of Dubb. Now, how would I share this video that I've just created with Ruben? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to connect with Ruben. So you want to send a connection request first. Once you're connected, then you can click the message button right down here. And then there's a little Dubb button inside of the message area, which is our integration that we have with LinkedIn. So just like we did with the email, it's a shortcut. So when you select that button, it opens up the Chrome that we just used. You can see me scrolling through my video library again at the bottom right. And then I just find my video. There it is. Insert video, highlight the text, and I can change it to something personal. Then click send. And then Ruben's going to see that nice animated preview in his inbox, which is totally stands out instead of just text-based messages. Okay, so another screen recorder we're going to look at now is the Dubb desktop app. So that was the Chrome extension. Now we're going to look at the desktop app. So all you have to do is Google Dubb desktop app, and you're going to download it from Mac or PC. And on a Mac, it'll be right up here at the top. On a PC, it'll be at the bottom. And as a reminder, the Dubb desktop app can go on top of anything, not just the browser, websites, Canvas slides, documents, videos, whatever you want. So when I click the little Dubb symbol, it's going to give me the options right here, or I can select View Quick Menu, and it will open in a separate window like this. And it does a bunch of stuff. But we're going to click Record Screen because we're going to compare it to the Chrome that we just saw to this. So first with the bubble, it does all the same stuff that Chrome did. Bubble's pretty much the same. You also can use the annotation tool, does all the same annotations. The only difference with this one is when you use the annotations for the desktop app, they will follow you around. So you want to use them, delete them, and then move. You also have a teleprompter. This one's similar to the Chrome that you can physically move this around, but there is a little bit of a difference here. So when you get this, your first option over here is going to be auto track, which means when you hit record, this is going to go at the pace at which you speak. So if you like that as an option, that's going to be your first choice. Now, if you like the scroll speed instead, you just wanted to scroll at a speed, just click the button to close it, and then you can control the speed like you did with the other ones. So it's either auto track or auto scroll. So you have that option. Now, in terms of the recording itself, there's a little red slash down here at the square, down here at the bottom. If I was going to hit record right now and that red slash was there, it means it's going to get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of the red slash just by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the borders of what I'm recording. The first one is custom, which means I can take this, put it on top of anything, and I can crop around anything that I want to crop around, which is pretty neat. You can get very specific. You also can click down here and choose portrait. So if I want to record a social video right from my desktop, it's going to give it the proper orientation. I also can do YouTube 16:9, just like this. So lots of flexibility in terms of the shape and what you want inside that recording. Now, when I hit record here, I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And now I am recording. Now, I can pause and resume this recording like before. The big difference with the desktop app is the check mark. So the check mark before saved the video into Dubb, not the case with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it's going to open up a preview window and say, hey, you've just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. We're going to record a bunch of clips, merge them into one video, and then we're going to save it into Dubb. The Chrome extension that you saw prior to this is one video you pause and resume. The cool thing about clip recording is it gives you the ability to drag and drop videos from your computer and make them part of the story. So if you have an MP4 file, drop it right in here, make it part of it. Now, what I just recorded was a screen recording clip. So how would I continue recording? So down at the bottom left, there's 3 creative icons to continue recording. The one all the way to the left says record screen video. That's the style I just did. So I'm going to minimize the preview window. I'll pull up something different. Pull up the window again. Click the bottom left, record screen, and it's going to be in the same style. I'm just on top of something different now. So I'm going to move myself around, get myself here, hit record, and now I'm recording a second clip in this same style of the first one. Hit the check mark, and there's my second clip right there. And I'm able to move these clips in any order that I want to. So that's a cool thing. You don't have to record chronologically. I also can tap the three dot menu and download or delete each individual clip. Keep the one I like, get rid of the one that I don't. Now there's also a webcam option down at the bottom left. So if I click that icon, it's going to open up my webcam. And now I can record a video in this style and say, hey, welcome to this video, or hey, listen, thanks for watching this video, or listen, I want to talk about this specific topic. Click the check mark, and there is that video, which again can be moved anywhere. The last option down to the bottom left is what's called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to take a pre-recorded video, put it inside of a bubble, and put it on anything that you'd like. So if I was doing a market update as an example, I could be sitting in front of my webcam with my teleprompter and record my video, record my market update, say everything I want to say about the market, save that video into the Dubb platform in my video library. Then I could pull up the website of the document about the market update, click Dubb Narrator down to the bottom left, and then it's going to take me inside my video library, find the video that I recorded about the market update. Let's just say it's this one right here. And then put it on top of the actual market update. Then the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the market update. And all I have to do is just relax and scroll around, point things out, whatever I want to do. The pre-recorded version of me has it from there. Now, when I'm ready to take these clips and merge them into one video and save them into the platform, it's going to be the upload button to the bottom right that will merge them all together, save it into Dubb. You also can click the edit button to the bottom right, which will merge the clips together, but then you have a full editing option right here inside the desktop app. Same thing as we saw inside the platform that we looked at earlier. You can do a full edit right here. You can even click this little button right here called Smart Cut, which will give you the option to get rid of the silences in your videos. The pink areas are all the silences, so you can get rid of those for a tighter cut if you wanted to. Then you can download the MP4 if you want to do that now, and you can upload it right into the Dubb platform. Now, the last kind of recording that we're going to look at is going to be the Dubb mobile app. Now, the Dubb mobile app is very similar to the desktop app in terms of it's a clip recorder. So, and it also has some other cool options on it as well. Obviously, the cameras are amazing on the mobile apps. So this is what this is going to look like. So what you want to do is get the Dubb mobile app, Dubb app, Dubbapp. And once you have that, here's what you'd be able to do with recording. So here is the mobile app home area. Here's your video library right in the middle. And to record a video, we're going to tap the blue camera icon in the center at the bottom. When you select that, it's going to open up your camera. Now, when you're first using the mobile app, it's going to be defaulted for 1 minute. I always slide mine over to 10 just so I don't get cut off. To record, just tap the circle at the bottom, and now you're recording. You can see a timer here, and you can see a timer here at the bottom. You can pause and resume right here on the left, and then to end the recording, you're going to tap the circle right here. And there is going to be the clip that I just recorded right there. And this clip can be automatically it is automatically downloaded to my phone. So I have it in my photo video area if I do need it. So I'm going to tap the circle one more time just to have a couple clips in here. Here we go. And there's my second clip. Actually, I'll do three just so we can move these around a little bit more. And once you have your clips here, you can physically move them with your finger. So you can take your finger, hold one for a second, and slide them. And you also can delete a clip just by tapping on it. If you want to delete it, you're able to get rid of it. And if you tap a clip individually, you also can click the edit button. When you select the edit button, this gives you the ability to add royalty-free music. We have a whole library of music you can add in here. Just make sure you adjust the level so your voice isn't overwhelmed by the music. You also can select the text icon to the right. This is what I showed you in the beginning where you can have your hook. So when you select this here, just click in here, type your hook, and then you can physically change it to whatever color, font, size you want, pinch it, move it around. You have that hook that you can put right there on the clip. You also have a little microphone icon to the right that gives you the ability to do a voiceover. So if you're in real estate and you're doing a property walkthrough and it's super loud, just get the visuals you want, go to your car, record the voiceover. Or whatever industry you're in, the clips you're getting, if it's too loud, you can do the voiceover then, or you can do the voiceover at the end if you want to. You also can tap the speed icon to the right. You can go all the way up to 10x. So if you have a cool action shot and you want to speed everything up, you can do that. You also can do burned in subtitles to the bottom right on each clip, or you can do it at the end. Now, these icons are right over here. Whoops, looks like we're frozen. Hold on one second. Let me reshare. Now, there are also icons on the mobile app to the right. So let's take a look at what these do. Okay. Let's see. For some, there we go. All right. So let me go back here because it looks like. Okay. So these icons right over here, what do they do? So if you tap the tooltip at the top, it's going to give you descriptions on what those are. So all I have to do is click the ones that I want. So first of all, I want a countdown timer. So I'm going to select this one right here. I'm going to do 3 seconds. You can do 3 or 10, but three pretty much is a nice timing, 3, 2, 1, and you're ready to go. Now, if you're doing a walk and talk and it's a little herky-jerky and you want to smooth things out, you can select this button right here, which will be either low, medium, or high, and it's video stabilization. So it'll take it from this to this. Also, if you recorded a video outside of the Dubb mobile app, right, and you want to make it part of the story here, just go to your folder button. It'll take you to your photo video area, select the video that you like, say, do I want to add this clip? Yes. And it will drop it right down here. If you want to physically record what's on your screen, it's this button here. If you want to use filters, this button right here. So you can do black and white, skin smoothing, different kind of color gradations. You can kind of scroll through and see what you like. Picture in picture that I showed in the beginning, that's this button right here. So when you select it here, now I can record what's in front of me and I can physically move myself around. So I can do one of these, zoom in, back up. You have a lot of visual options with this. The last option down to the bottom right is virtual background. So on your phone, take screenshots of the stuff we talked about earlier. Select that here, puts it behind you, and then just hit record. And when you're done and you're ready to merge your clips into one video, select the blue button to the top right. That's going to merge your clips together, and you'll have an automatic finished copy on your phone of that video. And then you can select the blue upload button, and that will save it into the platform, and you can access that video anywhere. Now you also have the ability to send on the mobile app. So let me show you this. So in the home area here, okay, so in the home area here, if you want to send, here's your video library right here in the middle. So select the video you want, click the blue share button right in the middle, and you get a drop down. Click copy for email, it'll copy to the clipboard, paste it. Click copy for SMS, paste it. Or you can select the icons to the top right. The block icon is for email, the paper airplane icon is for SMS. Now, if you do have a HubSpot or a Salesforce or a Go High Level or any kind of third-party sender or CRM that you really do enjoy and you have it set up, you don't have to leave what you're doing. Dubb has a lot of integrations with different third-party senders and CRMs. So you can see this list right here, it's pretty big. So if you do have something there and you love it, just keep your workflows, just add video. Now, if you don't have a CRM or you're looking kind of to lower your tech stack or have everything all in one spot, you can do that with Dubb. You can go over to the left in CRM. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do task deals and tags. You can do campaign and sending, bulk email and bulk SMS. You can do automation with Dubb. And that's part of our Pro Plus plan where there are Pro and Pro Plus. And for automation, that's something Darius, our co-founder, he teaches. That's part of Pro Plus. So if you want drip sequences, like when you sign up for Dubb, you got a drip sequence. It was like I think a 13 or 14 email sequence. It would be something like that that you can schedule the duration and frequency of. Now, as far as training goes, over to the right, it is a little training button here. This second link right here is Dubb Academy. That one goes to a full library of videos that we made about Dubb. They're all labeled, different topics are all in here. You also can go to YouTube Dubb support. Just click videos, and all of these in here, the longer ones, are the live trainings. There's also other coaching in here available. Now, inside the Dubb dashboard here, there is a link to join Founder Coaching, which is over to the right. Founder Coaching, if you're part of Pro Plus, this is a weekly thing that Ruben and Darius do. They're the founders of Dubb. It's every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. PST. They have a little form called an open mic that you can fill out about your business and then give you feedback in and out of the platform. They have their own curriculum. They do deeper dives into things. So that, again, that's once a week. If you're on Pro and you want to upgrade to Pro Plus to get access to this, you can do that. Or if you're just looking at Dubb, That would be Pro Plus. Now, you also have access to webinars. So, if we don't mind putting this in the chat, we have three links. So, well, two links. On Wednesday, we do a webinar that's real estate focused. So, if you're in real estate, it's every Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. PST, and that is a webinar run by Ruben and Darius. And then on Thursday, we have a Dubb Partners Strategy webinar, 11:30 a.m. PST. The Dubb Partner one is this. So inside of the Dubb platform, under referrals to the left, there's a little place where you can click apply now, and this creates a referral link for you. And we do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb through that link that you would share. So we're super supportive of our partners. We meet for strategy every Thursday. And if you ever get a bunch of people together, let myself or Darius know. We can always come in and pitch for you. We have your link. And if you're currently paying for Dubb, do you know four or five people? Because if you do, and you get them to subscribe, have them come in here to the live training, and then you got a free account. So we have people that do really well with it. Lastly, you have options in here with Auto, your AI guide. So if you wanted to write a script, hey Auto, write me a script for, and then give the description. But there's a cool little thing that you can do with the AI writer that we added, and it's this profile feature right here. So when you select this button here, notice how it says basic and sales. Well, just imagine I'm in recruiting for a second and I work with employers and candidates. I would want to set up a profile for the employers, a profile for the candidates, just like we did with the preset landing pages. So when you create these profiles, you're just answering questions about this segment of your audience so the AI can learn about this part of your audience. So if I come in here and I wanted to say, do an email out to my employer contacts. I'm in recruiting. I would go to the profile, select my employer profile, and then the AI will remember everything about that segment of my audience, then come in here and say, Auto, write a script for, writes the script, and then Auto will even ask you, hey, do you want to save this into the Dubb platform? Say yes, it automatically saves it, and then you can use it in your teleprompter when you're delivering your script. And that's kind of the workflow that a lot of us use here at Dubb, and it makes it really, really efficient. So. Okay, so let's see. Ina, did we get to everything in the chat and the Q&A as far as the answers? Q&A?
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet. All right, perfect. Jai, I saw you had your hand up, my friend. How are you, Jai? Let's see. Let me come over to you. Hey, Jai.
Hey, Bob, good morning. Happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday to you.
By the way, kids out of school today. Training's an hour.
Oh, I know he's in
Yes.
here, right? Kind.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah,
Kind.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, hey, just a quick question now. The my help desk articles. I don't think Zia is reading them. Now, I mean, I know you said she can do websites,
hmm
and I know you guys put articles in Zia.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
just don't think she's reading them for
Hmm.
some reason.
She's not doing her homework.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think she's doing her homework at all.
Are you putting in the with the links? You're doing the individual pages, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Have you tested her and asked her a question she didn't know?
yeah, yeah. She had
Hmm.
no clue.
Was it way off or was it like in the ballpark?
Um, it wasn't even in the ballpark.
Hmm. Is this new? When did this start happening?
Well, Well, I just started using the help desk and
Yeah.
putting them in there. I was like, okay, you know what?
hmm
Zia's really doing really well
Yep.
with the other ones.
Yep.
So I decided to just add a bunch of articles in there.
Yeah.
You know, now she got the documents. The
Mhm.
documents she can read.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was just asking. I mean, maybe,
So the PDF is working, the upload,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
not
The,
the
the
website.
links, the
Okay.
links.
Okay. I'll let Darius know when we see him because that might be maybe it's a bug or something because if it's reading the PDFs but not the website pages, we'll have to check that out.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, the reason why I asked that because I know Zoho does things a little bit different.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know that thing's considered a landing page or a web page because
Yeah.
certain things I
Yeah.
couldn't read it before. Remember we tried to embed it? It didn't work.
Yes. Yeah. 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 I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
so
you have the video? Do you have the video link for that specific Sia, Jai?
uh, I can send it to you. I'm not at my desk. I can't find it from my phone. I
Okay.
I can email it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
sounds
you would
good.
you said the video link. You mean the link for Sia?
Yeah, yeah. The
Okay,
link for to the Sia. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
got it. I can do that.
All right, cool, Jay. Yeah, we'll get on that. And then let's see, maybe just circle back to a couple folks here. Bill, let's come back to you. I know we chatted a little bit at the top. Bill, so I think your use case is LinkedIn, 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 LinkedIn. Hey, Bill.
Probably.
So I would say in the meantime, as you're doing this, grab the Chrome extension if you haven't done it yet. Did you get the Dubb Chrome extension?
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to send me a request on LinkedIn, and do a practice video or something, I can always give you feedback if you want.
Okay, great. And then one of the other things I'm doing though is like I'm sort of doing a Gary V challenge
Yeah,
where that you're sending a video to all the contacts in your phone, letting them know what you're doing and whatnot. And so
sure.
that's one of the first things I'm going to be doing with Dubb is recording the video and then sending that out. And that's why I wanted to have
Yeah.
like the mini site and whatnot and
Yeah.
use it that way.
Do you have a for the challenge, do you have a is it like a website page? Do you have a doc or what would kind of
No, it's basically it was just a challenge to do it. So I mean, so I get to create what I'm going to do, but I
Mhm.
mean, but it's sending a video to the basically just sort of saying the sort of the fact that you're going to send it out to everybody, and sort of so that you're just getting that video out and everybody knows that here's what I'm doing. I want your support. I'm not asking you specifically, but if can give me a referral, and so they have the CTA buttons of book a coaching call or book a catch up call or things like that. I'm going to have in there and.
I would do the webcam, like we said in the beginning, get the whiteboard, and do that. That's funny, Leah, it's backwards. But I mean, like you can do that hook, the challenge, how to
Right.
like this, right? And then, do you use Chat GPT at all, or do you
Yes.
use yeah, you can use Auto too. But like I was saying in the beginning, have it create some cool 3 to 5 word hooks on that, about the challenge, and then
Right.
type it there, and then have it in the subject line when you send it out to your contacts. But that one you can do right from your webcam. That's a simple one, like this. You
Right.
know what I mean? So. Yeah.
No, very good.
Yeah. And like I said, if you want to send it over to feedback at Dubb, the email I put in there, where you can always give feedback. So
Okay. Thank you.
yeah, cool. And then Joni, I know we chatted at the top, but I think how are you, Joni? Can you hear me okay?
And mute there. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you just fine. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you want to do is isolate everything. So for you, buyers and sellers, FISBOs, expireds, who do you normally work with?
Oh my goodness. I work a lot with listings.
Okay. Yeah.
So, a lot with sellers.
Sure.
However, I do what I want to really build on at this point in my tenure,
Yeah.
nearing retirement, semi-retirement. One
Yeah.
of the great things about being in real estate is that you can collect referrals. And so I
Yeah.
want to build my referral
Yep.
network
Yep.
with realtors that already know, like, and trust me and refer me on a regular basis because the majority of my business currently is from referrals of realtors that I've worked with in the past and
Yeah.
realtors I know from different areas. So I want to
Yeah.
build that
That's
this year.
great. Well, that itself, I mean, that is a very personal thing where you could just do the webcam one that we talked about with the whiteboard, when you're introducing yourself to someone. That's probably the easiest, most straightforward thing to do. Just right from your webcam, Dubb mobile app on your phone, whiteboard, like we showed in the
Yeah,
beginning. You know what I mean?
that
Um,
sounds good.
and then if you wanted to do a market update, any of that kind of stuff to the folks that you know, that's where you're in the little bubble and you're on the site just talking about it. So if to start, I would say do the thing that makes the most sense for you with the referrals. So I would practice one in front of your webcam, get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. Do you have an iPhone or Android?
Android.
Android, yep. Just get it on there and then just make a practice one. You're introducing yourself to somebody. I would keep it. Have you ever used a teleprompter before?
No.
Okay. Yeah, if
Only
you give it a try.
karaoke.
Yeah, hey, there we go. Hey, listen, that's a teleprompter. That's exactly right. And you got to actually be singing at the same time. You can
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
with these. See, you could be the singing real estate agent. That would be
I
pretty.
I thought about it.
Yeah, you can put little music symbols maybe on the whiteboard so it knows that you're
Yeah.
singing when you hit play. See, that's something different right there.
Thank you. Wow, that's good.
Just do that. I forget everything else I said today. Just do that.
Okay.
I no, that just forget all the other stuff. Focus on the webcam and this, and send one over to feedback if you want to, Joni. We can give you
Okay.
feedback. So the other tech will always be there, but it depends on what the real estate person really wants. In this case, you just said what it was: webcam, whiteboard. Those are the
Okay.
two things. So when you watch this back on YouTube support, you got the link earlier, right?
Yeah.
Right? Just watch it later and just go to that part. Forget everything else. Just go there and then just record something, practice it, and send it to us. I think that'd be the best way for you to start.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just come into these when you need to. We're here every day. So yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Good to meet you, Joni.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, cool. Does anybody else have anything else before we go? Is that anything on anybody's mind? We're at top of the hour. Anybody? Going once, going twice, going thrice? Anybody? It's really raining here in Los Angeles today. It's weird hearing the torrential rain outside the window. It's kind of bizarre. Anyway, happy Monday, everybody. Ina, thanks as always for the support, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.